He took my promotion. I took his career. Some people climb the ladder. Others pull it out from under you. This is the story of Marcus, a man who gave 11 years of his life to a company and watched his manager hand his future to someone who didn't earn a single day of it. Welcome to the bitter ledger, where every betrayal has a price, and every story is entered here. Marcus was the kind of employee companies quietly depend on. Not the loudest in the room, not the one shaking hands at every company event, but the one whose work held everything together. For 11 years, he built systems, trained teams, and delivered results quarter after quarter at a mid-sized logistics firm in Ohio. He wasn't chasing glory. He was building towards something specific. A senior operations director role that had been informally and repeatedly promised to him by his direct manager, a man named Director Hale. "You're next in line, Marcus. Just keep doing what you're doing." He heard those words for 3 years straight. So he kept doing what he was doing. That was his mistake. The position opened up in Q3. Marcus had already been preparing his formal application for weeks. He documented his performance record, pulled his project outcomes, built a transition plan. He submitted everything. 2 weeks later, Director Hale called him into his office. The role had been filled internally, not by Marcus, by Hale's former college roommate, a man who had been at the company for 14 months, had never managed a team, and had spent most of those months in a role Marcus had personally trained him for. Hale smiled when he delivered the news, called it a tough decision, said Marcus was still incredibly valued. Marcus sat there, nodded, said, "Thank you," and walked back to his desk. Then he opened a new folder on his desktop, and he started documenting. Over the next 60 days, Marcus quietly built a file. Every email where Hale had explicitly promised him the role, every performance review where he had been ranked exceptional, every project where his work had been submitted under Hale's name to senior leadership. That last part, that was the detail that changed everything, because it turned out Marcus wasn't the only one Hale had done this to. He reached out carefully to 2 former colleagues who had left the company in the past 2 years. Both had similar stories. Both still had emails. Together, they brought a formal complaint to the company's HR director, not Hale's department, the corporate level, with documentation, with timestamps, with a paper trail that went back 4 years. The internal investigation took 6 weeks. What they found went beyond one promotion. Director Hale had been taking credit for subordinates' work in board-level presentations for years, work that had directly influenced his own salary increases and bonus structures. He was terminated. The position was reopened. Marcus was offered the role with backdated compensation reflecting the months he should have already been in it. He accepted. He never raised his voice, never made a threat, never burned a bridge publicly. He just kept receipts. The bitter ledger doesn't lie. What you do in the dark eventually gets entered. Marcus didn't chase revenge. He built a case, and he let the truth do the work. The question is, if you were sitting at that desk, staring at 11 years of loyalty just handed to someone else, would you have had the patience to do it his way? Leave your answer below. And if you've ever been passed over for something you earned, you already know how this feels. This has been the Bitter Ledger. Every betrayal has a price. Every story is entered here.